How to use the incredible power of your second brain in your daily life. How do you make a decision based on your gut? Hi, I'm Neeti Keswani and welcome to Luxury Unplugged. This is a podcast for entrepreneurs like you wanting to simplify your work life and enhance productivity. Also, time and again, we bring to you stories around luxury lifestyle that gives an edge to your growth mindset. And today we are talking about the incredible power of your second brain in your daily life to enhance your productivity. This is part 2 of the episode. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe so that you are notified when a new episode is posted. Okay, let's dive in. Now, intuition is that feeling you get in your gut when you know something is right or wrong. It is a sixth sense or a hunch. You just know it. It's deep down, but you just know it. Intuition can give you faith in what you're doing. The old saying, trust your gut, refers to trusting these feelings of intuition, often as a way to stay true to yourself. It is that moment when you sense kindness, fear, peacefulness, or any sort of emotion in your gut, and you don't know why you feel that way. But what is it? After all, researchers can't see it in the brain. Now I'll give you a fine example of someone using their gut feeling and saving millions of dollars. This is an example of an art piece. Now in 1983, Gianfranco Becchina had a rare 6th century sculpture for sale with a staggering $10 million price tag. The Getty Museum, having reviewed X-rays, expert testimony and historical documentation, agreed to its purchase and considerable media hype. However, when Evelyn Harrison, a renowned expert on Greek sculptures, and Thomas Hoving, a former director of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, arrived to admire the statue, they knew intuitively something was wrong. According to Hoving, it seemed fresh, which was unexpected as a 2,000-year-old statue had been taken out of the ground. And they were right. While the sculpture was from a workshop in Rome, it originated from a forger in 1980, rather than a master sculptor from antiquity. So, what are the signs of a gut feeling? It could be a flash of clarity, it could be tension or tightness in your upper body, it could be goosebumps or prickling, it could be butterflies in the stomach, or nausea perhaps, a sinking sensation in the pit of your stomach. Some people even feel sweaty palms or feet. It could also mean a feeling of peace, safety, or happiness after you've made a decision. Now, the next piece of this particular article is inspired from Laura Huang's piece on Harvard Business Review. She is an associate professor of business administration at Harvard Business School, and she's the author of Edge, Turning Adversity into Advantage. She says, first of all, identify the type of problem that you're facing. What decision are you trying to make? How much do you know what will happen. You see, use your intuition for decisions that go beyond what you can predict by looking at numbers and data. For example, when deciding whether or not to divest in a business, there will be a lot of things you can't predict, such as what the market will be in 5 years. You're likely to research on the addressable market and competitor products, but your analysis will not guarantee that people will buy the product. This is the kind of decision where, after looking at the analysis, a leader might rely on his gut feel to make the call, knowing that there will be enough information to make a fully data-based decision. Secondly, be aware of the context in which you're making the decision. You see, if you're in an environment where successful mental models and schemas are available, you can make the decision based upon proven, focused method and the style of execution. But if you're looking for a unique, distinctive, diamond in the rough sort of way to set yourself apart from others who are making similar decisions, your gut feel can be beneficial. And once you have decided to rely on your intuition to make a high risk, high impact decision, don't try to explain it or justify to others how you arrived at it. Just know that it is the right one. Now, she tracked data for 90 different companies that people were thinking of investing in. She followed them for a few years to see if the people's gut feelings were accurate and which companies were actually successful. And she learned that people who make successful decisions based on their gut feel usually do the following couple of things. Number one, they recognize that their intuition is not a separate piece of information, but it is based on objective and subjective information that is already available. They understand that intuition is not quick, impulsive, emotional. It's actually something which is much more cultivated and nuanced and based on experience. They commit to continually cultivate their intuition by paying attention to the world around them, practicing social and emotional intelligence and learning from their mistakes. So there you have it. The next time you're making a decision, big or small, don't second guess that gut feeling. Go with it. After all, it might just be your second brain trying to tell you something important. So, how to go about using the incredible power of your second brain, your gut? You have to do two important things. First of all, tune into your body. When you're making a decision, pay attention to how it makes you feel. Our physical reactions can often tell us what we want. Your body gives you clues when you're faced with a big decision. There are many visible and obvious symptoms that we feel in uncomfortable situations. Our body's reaction is often something that we might try to hide, for example, blushing, being lost for words, or shaking. Ask yourself what's really going on here. What can your reaction or instinct teach you? Understand what is the clue here that can help you learn something important about yourself, the situation, or other people. The answer is often within us. Next is ensure that your head is clear before making a decision. And how would that happen? Energy, sleep, and good nutrition are so vital to nourishing our minds as well as our bodies. There are times when you instinctively you can lead, and sometimes you just feel astray. When you're angry, when you're hungry, when you're tired or anxious, you cannot trust your gut. And if that is the case, it may sound obvious to consider sleeping or eating before making any important decision. In fact, there's an important connection between our gut and our brain. We all have heard phrases like butterflies in the stomach and gut wrenching. And now we do understand where they're originating from, don't we? You see, stress and emotions can cause physical feelings, and ignoring them might do more harm than good. So when it comes to using your second brain, sometimes we just need to slow down, pay attention, and trust our gut instinct. Our second brain is powerful, and it can help us make better decisions when it comes to our health and well-being. So don't be afraid to feel. Listen to your gut. And as they tell you in the planes, put on your oxygen mask on first before you help somebody else in any sort of calamity. Part of that self-reliance is knowing what you really want and what is safe and good for you, including what resonates with your personal and business values. So making good decisions with this in mind means making choices that do not go against your own beliefs, even when it may mean taking a stand. So this is the part of trusting yourself and trusting your instincts. This is how we learn and grow, by following our own inner compass. When you take chances, step outside of your comfort zone, or opt for the less popular choice, it's good to spend some time researching the facts. So do your research if something feels off. As well as listening to our instincts, we can also back up the evidence for our chosen course of action before taking the leap, So I had a gut feeling about the need for a learning and development network when I noticed my clients getting stuck with the same problems. I set up and now run such a network. But instead of simply going for it without evidence, I don't think I would have done what I did. Having confidence in your gut instinct through these kinds of tests can help to minimize your risks and make you spearhead for action. It will encourage you to trust your gut again in the future and trust that you're an expert with foresight and experience. And you really are. So, how to enhance our productivity by taking care of our gut? We can do that by eating healthy and balanced meals. The first step to a healthy gut is eating a nutritious and well-rounded diet. This means consuming plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats. It's also important to limit processed foods, sugary drinks, and alcohol. Getting regular exercise. It is not only good for our physical health, but it is also beneficial for gut health. Exercising helps reduce inflammation and promotes a healthy balance of gut bacteria. Reducing stress. Now, chronic stress can have a negative impact on gut health. When we are stressed, our bodies produce hormones that can lead to inflammation and digestive problems. So to reduce stress, try yoga, meditation, or deep breathing exercises. Get enough sleep. You see, sleeping is crucial for overall health and well-being. When we don't get enough sleep, our bodies can't repair and heal properly. And this can lead to inflammation and a decrease in the number of healthy gut bacteria. Take probiotics. Now, probiotics are live microorganisms that can be found in certain in certain foods or supplements. They help restore the balance of gut bacteria and can improve digestive health. By following these sort of simple tips, we can keep our second brain healthy and functioning at its best. So when our second brain is healthy, we are more likely to feel happy, healthy, and productive. Now, these tips are all actionable and easy to start immediately. It's simply about switching your thinking around, slowing down, and taking great care of this amazing machine that is your body and mind. Learning how to trust your gut is one of the most fundamental ways to make decisions that will help you lead the life you want and need. Tune in to what your body is telling you and start making good decisions today. Thanks for reading and listening. And on this note, signing off, this is Nidhi Keswani for Luxury Unplugged. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe so that you are notified when a new episode is posted.